Sorry.
Damn.
Welcome to the show, Jayla's final episode. That's why it's kind of emotional. Craze Boogie is trying to go live from DR. That would be dope if he's able to get on. Our guests today are here. They're here, the Ramirez Sisters.
Yay!
So real quick, I want to play a little snippet of Dominican York.
I'm what you call a life coach. You know what I mean? Right now, I'm helping my clients slash BFF Perla Maciel achieve her chapeadora goals. I even have a unique slogan. Ready? Be all you can be. ¿Tú sabes qué? Es verdad. No. No. You are right, Stacy. I'm sorry. You see, mommy, you're doing a great job. Vamos a tirar una foto ahí for the haters. Ready? Ready? Say sugar daddy. Sugar daddy. I'm gonna
Jasenia and Michelle are here from Dominican York series. So let's get into our first segment really quick. Let's do this one. This was going to take a while because there's a lot of creatives to highlight today. Creators Anonymous is brought to you by ADC, A Different Concept. Damn, that shit is dope. So,
I love that pick.
who wants to go first? Who wants to go first? I'll go first since, mine is easy. If I could find the guy. So I'm highlighting Racer Art. I do not know this man. None of the people you will see here that we're highlighting do we know personally. So Racer Art is his name. And he does, I'm guessing it's pencil drawings of anything that has to do with like old school vintage racers and bombers. I didn't get a picture of the car. So Racer Art is his at Joel. Anybody who can pronounce that last name, please.
Napperstick.
Napperstick. Joel Napperstick. Joel, I would like to know what part of the U.S. you're from. So that's my creator for today.
Awesome.
I would like to let O go first after me. So, O.
All right, so my pick of the week is Zero Productivity. I've been following this person for a while, and it's just something about any kind of art with a pigeon in it. It just makes you feel like it's from New York.
You
know, pigeons are
so New York with that.
It's like you know how you know how the U.S. adopted the bald eagle. I feel like New York adopted the pigeon as their national bird.
100%.
So it's anything you see with a pigeon, to me is always dope. But like when I look at his artwork, it's most of the stuff he's been posting lately has been simple, but it's just so like I always say, it's so dope. So it's that's my pick for this week.
Okay, so I'm gonna go with Gigi's pick. Boom. Where is Gigi? Gigi, are you here? Are
I'm
you
right
ready?
here.
Are you ready?
Yeah, so that is Makeup by Say. She recently started like a body butter and
Oh, who's that? I don't know who that person is.
yo, whatever, Rick. Anyways,
Who's that?
Wait, hold on, real quick. Is Gigi taking payola for her creators?
I think so.
Am I what?
I just want my cut.
Are you taking payola for your creators?
Anyways, she's a makeup artist. She's starting up her business. She's from New York, New Jersey. So if you out there, hire her. Oh, love the birds.
Oh, love the birds.
There goes Benny. There he goes.
That's your challenge, Ellie. That's your nemesis right there.
Yes.
I want to go with Ellie next.
Okay, so this is my pick. This is Cokes Marie. She is a creative coach. So me personally, I've invested in her for about 6 months. She does affirmation music. Now, it can be something as simple as I am enough, and she keeps singing it over and over. And I'm actually hosting an event. Basically, I'll be hosting this event this Saturday, which Rebel's going to be joining me. I'm so excited. And It's going to be an affirmation jam / journaling experience with a sound bowl healer, a poet, motivational speaker. So this is basically just kind of reprogramming your mind and, tapping into your higher self. So I think this is beautiful. And I think the fact that she's doing this for the collective is amazing. So I had to shout her out.
Thank you. So This last one blew my mind. Honestly, this Rebel's pick. So
Yeah.
Rebel.
Amazing.
Yo, so I love this girl because she actually does portraits out of lyrics. Everything,
Wow.
all those pencil marks are like handwritten words if you actually look
That's
deeply
crazy.
into them. And that takes so much patience because me as an artist, I would have threw that portrait across the room. Like, I don't have patience for that. And she also does dioramas. So if like her first picture is like a fucking New York City mailbox and she's like, it's dope. Like she's
I
talented.
can't even color within the line that she's doing paintings with lyrics.
Literally.
Right?
Yeah,
Lyrics.
exactly.
That
That's
is so
true
dope.
talent.
Okay,
So-
Benny, just make it sure. All right.
No.
And now Gigi.
Kelly, you're supposed to be defending us too. What's up?
Last but not least is our one and only Jayla Sandoval.
Yes, you know, girls, we love candles, and these are super like organic. Everything is soy. Everything is like so real. Like, you know, everything is just like none of those extra chemicals and everything, and handmade. They're awesome. They smell amazing.
They look
Non-toxic.
amazing. Yes.
Non-toxic. They smell amazing. And then the big ones now they're being customized. So like one of them she did for her, and then another, like all these are done for like different people, and they're all customizable. So it's really dope.
So-
There's so many different flavor, like, you know, different like smells, scents, and then she also has like a CBD line with it. So it's really
Ooh.
cool.
I like that.
So yeah, let a candle. That is my creative. So yeah, the candles are bomb too, and they last for a minute, and they smell up the whole room. It's awesome.
So Jasenia and Michelle found out about the segment literally like 5 minutes before and on, and they thought of their creative on the spot. So
wow.
whichever one of you two wants to
No
go first.
pressure at all.
Maybe thinking on
No,
their
it's
video.
cool. I can go first. I would like to highlight Guadaliz del Carmen. She's a Dominican playwright. She actually has a play going on titled Bees and Honey. And if you want more information on that, you can go on the IG Dominican Artist Collective. And she's also doing a solo piece titled Border of the Lights. And, you know, we're talking about supporting creatives in our community. That is somebody you definitely want to follow. And she's a colleague and a good friend of mine. So I just had to shout her out.
Beautiful. Love that.
Shout out.
Like,
Wow.
no pressure.
Michelle, you're
no
gonna have to
pressure.
top that.
I'm gonna have to talk. I'm sorry. Yeah. I just wanted to highlight my girl Jasmine Hernandez. She just got her book published called We Are Here. And it's so cute. It's just like art, you know, from POCs. And her foreword was written by Swiss Beats. So I thought that was pretty cool.
Hey.
Just,
Amazing.
you know, look her up. It's an awesome
The
book.
Ramirez sisters came name dropping today.
Yes, as they should.
So now that we're
I don't know if you guys heard of a producer by the name of Swiss Beats.
Swiss Beats?
I don't know.
guy.
I think it's like something like that. It sounds like Swiss. I don't know.
He got a couple songs here and there.
Rhymes.
I think he's an artist.
He might have started verses.
Yeah.
So now that we're talking to the Ramirez sisters, let's get to know them a little bit. So our brand new show is called For the Love of Jayla. It's next week, and they get the privilege of asking the first question, even while they're stuffing their face.
Oh God.
I'm en familia. It's okay.
For the love of food.
So, yo, Rick, guys, Ramirez Sisters, nice meeting you. I know that I'm a popping podcaster now, but I gotta go back to the family. I told them to hold on, all right?
Thank you for making time
Yeah,
for
I-
us. Thank
We're
you.
gonna let you go
guys,
so you won't get in trouble.
In and out. In and
Guys,
out.
have a good show.
Have a good night.
Peace,
Bye,
guys.
oh.
Bye.
Oh wow! So Manny Fernandez wants to know: do the Ramirez sisters get along?
Well,
That's a good question.
funny story. We didn't growing up, which is
Oh, shit.
crazy. We used to fight a lot. It wasn't until we were like in our late teens and we had matured a little bit more, and my sister had gone away to college, that we kind of started developing our friendship. But it was,
So
it was
you
pretty
got some
rough.
space. That's what happened.
Yeah. And we're also a couple of years apart, so you know that makes a difference.
Gotcha.
You go through
How
different
far
stages.
apart are you guys?
3 years.
3 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Makes a difference. It makes a
I
difference.
can't stand none of my
Distance
sisters,
there.
so kudos
Yeah.
to you.
Yeah. So that was his question. So Jayla, Gigi, what will be your question? I guess he hijacked your question, but go ahead.
Jayla,
For you.
I mean, like obviously, like I have a brother. He's 2.5 years younger than I am, so like I can understand like the differences, but still having that closeness.
Mhm.
Like, how is it now working together? Because obviously, there's a difference between having a friendship and living together and like having family moments but now working together and bringing your crafts, your passions. Obviously, that's another level. Because now it kind of semi becomes personal, non-family related. So how do you guys like work through that?
I think it's easy. Well, I can speak for myself. It's easier for me to work with her, especially because I'm new to, this industry. So to have someone who I can trust, and we have our moments. And we don't take it personal. I'm like, yo, what just happened? Like when we just go off on each other, I can't. Like, you gotta help me. So, yeah, I having someone who already knows what I'm thinking and what I want and how I want things to look, it just cuts so much out of, I wouldn't have that, I think, with, or I would have to work up to that with someone else. But I think it's easy. I like it.
So, as you all know, I started the show with my brother. He's 5 years younger than me. Yes, I agree with you. He knew where I was going with questions or how the episode was going to go, but he never read the rundown of the episode.
You see Benny, but he's the best co-host,
Yeah,
right?
she's going under the bus.
Always showed up late to the episode. A couple episodes, including the one with Oz Rodriguez, he got up in the middle of the interview, went to use the restroom, and came back.
Ay, hombre. Lo están poniendo a la cuatro esquinas hoy.
He put 69 episodes in, so he gets his dues. But how do you each address that tension afterwards? Because we're doing the show, and I know my brother, he used the bathroom, he comes back. Afterwards, I pulled him to the side after I wasn't angry. How do you guys deal with that? Because you are now creating a series where there's a cast that's looking at you both like, what are we doing in the scene? What do you want to get out of it? And if there's some tension on it, especially on the executive producer side, how do you guys deal with that?
So one thing that we did, and I don't think it would have worked as well if we didn't do this, was that we had some very difficult conversations before we started. Right, we spoke about things that sibling issues that maybe were left unaddressed for years and years, and we really did the work to like sit down and talk about what works in our friendship, what didn't work, and that was rough. But like once we were able to hash all of that out, it was smooth sailing. And in those moments where we're having challenges, we're just very transparent. Like, oh, this is not working for me. If she's bothered by something, it never turns into this big argument because we did that in the beginning. So I don't know. I think that work of communicating and being transparent and not pointing fingers and using the language of this is how this made me feel versus you did this and you're responsible and you're crazy. Like shifting that into like what actually happened and what my experience was versus hers. It just set us up to be very, to just collaborate easily. So we really don't have issues. Even when we're on set and we disagree on something, if we feel like it's a discussion that we don't want to have in front of the cast members, we wait until after, or we like go into another room and have it. But it's rare that we're not getting along on set.
Now let's talk about Dominican York, the series, because that's your baby, that's your project. You guys are doing a Kickstarter for season 2.
Yeah.
If you've never watched Dominican York, the series, give me the elevator pitch of what that show is.
You want to take this one, Michelle?
Okay. Dominican York is just, it follows the lives of 8 millennials, and it's just how we live our lives, not as Dominicans per se, but through a Dominican American lens. So it's just, we're living a regular life. So we did, white people have friends. And so now I was like, we don't really have anything. So I wanted to, that was kind of like my foundation. So we just follow the lives of millennials. It's a comedy. And like I said, through a Dominican American lens, we're not trying to, force it down anyone's throat, to be Dominican. But this is just how we, as Dominican Americans, how our daily how our day-to-day goes and what we have to deal with, you know, like,
Hmm.
yeah, I'm 25 years old and I'm living with my parents, so I have curfew, you know, stuff like that. But we just wanted it to be like anyone, you don't have to be Dominican. We would walk you through the experience. So we try and explain everything through each episode.
Now that term is very hard because I remember going to DR.
Mhm.
I was never seen as Dominican. They were
Right.
like, "Oh, tú eres DominicanYork,"
Mm-hmm.
and I'd
Ni de
be
aquí
like,
ni de allá.
"What the fuck does that mean?" So I don't belong in the U.S. and I don't belong in DR. Where do I belong?
But
Yeah.
this is why the characters of the series are so important, because you get to see the spectrum of that, right? You get to see the Dominican Americans that like were born here and have assimilated to the culture and speak a certain way, versus the ones that were maybe born over there and traveled over here and have a different perspective of what it is to achieve, you know, an American dream here in the US. So you get to see every lens, every Dominican
Ma-
American lens on the show.
Macho, who's very Dominican, says he's a proud gringo. So what do you two identify as? More Dominican, or like just think about it, because if you predominantly speak Spanish and you're more into the Dominican culture, I guess you're leaning towards more that side. And my follow-up question is, do you subscribe to the label Latinx?
Okay, so I'm kind of in the middle. I think I'm both. I don't think I have to choose. I think I'm Dominican American. I have my moments where I'm very Dominican in the music I listen to, and the way that I process things that are happening in my environment, the way that I process family, and the way that I process friendships. And then I'm also American in my culture too. So it's like, and I think that's one of the reasons why we made the show too, because you don't have to choose, right? Part of the Dominican American experience is that you can be both, and no one is allowed to tell you that you have to choose. You don't have to. And in terms of the term Latinx, I do identify as Latinx. I'm Latina. I don't know if I answered the question, but
they the way it was described to me is Latinx is a term that they made so it would be non-binary.
yeah.
So if you say Latinos, that's plural, but it also is masculino. So you're talking about men. So they came up with the term Latinx, so it'll be a general term for all Latinos.
To include all genders, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you guys saw this question from Manny Fernandez. Are the sisters single? No offense to Jayla. I don't know why would that offend Jayla though. I'm sorry.
I don't know why
I
either.
don't know.
I was asking myself the same question. By
If
all
you guys
means,
want to answer that question.
Anyway,
No?
I'm
Okay.
married.
Yes, Michelle is married.
Married
And
17 years next month.
wow.
Wow.
That is
Congratulations.
royalty.
Thank you.
Yeah, all the tips
Congrats.
for Jayla finding
That's
love.
That's commitment. Yes.
I'm powering through. It's hard
Yes,
work,
I love
yes.
Jayla's segment.
but we're powering through.
Yes.
So I don't know if you guys know this. We do have a show that's coming up soon next month. It's called For the Love of Jada. Maybe we should have both sisters on that show. That would be interesting to talk
we'd be
about.
more than happy to.
We would love to.
What was your favorite part of shooting the show? Was it a scene? For each one of you.
My favorite part, I don't think is the scenes. I always look forward to hanging out with the cast. It's always so freaking funny. They come in, they're like their characters. As soon as they step on set, they're all good-hearted, all, you know, good vibes.
They're just funny. Like,
So you get like this.
I mean, you guys got Miss Big B, Brenda Raquel, and you got Mark Rain.
Yeah.
That already is like.
So
and then you throw in the rest of the
that, exactly.
Mhm.
So 8 of that big, funny, you know, energy every single time we shoot. Going on the second season now, and there's no change. So my favorite part is showing up, being on set with these people, which are family now. They're all family. So that's what I look forward to.
And Jasenia, what is your favorite part of Dominican York?
I feel like my favorite part, it's kind of similar to what Michelle said. It's those episodes where the whole cast is there that we have to shoot, because it doesn't even feel like work. It doesn't even feel like acting. Like we were shooting last week, and then we had a fight scene that, you know, we hadn't like really rehearsed yet. And when we first did it, it was just un garabato. It was a disaster. And we went in and we practiced for 15 minutes. We came out and the fight scene came out great. And it's just like we just vibe with each other. We know each other already. We know it's a dope community that we've built on the in the production. So I guess just those days where everyone is present, it brings me a lot of joy.
And who does most of the writing on the show? Is it
Michelle is the writer.
Michelle
Michelle is the sole writer of the show.
Oh.
Sometimes like I help like punch up jokes, or the director will help punch up jokes, but that's just like little punch up script supervising work. But she's the writer.
So, do you give the actors the freedom to
Improvise.
take the line and improvise it on their, like, for example, Mark, if he takes a line, Mark's studied theater. So if he takes a line and he's like, would it offend you that he would want to change the line or improvise the line?
No,
Or
not
do
at
you
all.
give him that freedom?
We encourage, because it's like they're all comedians, we encourage them to improv. But to my surprise, it doesn't happen often. As I try.
Really?
Yeah, it maybe once or twice in the entire season we'll get like, they'll have something that's just, it blows it out of the water. But no, they, for the most part, they stick to it. They like the their lines.
Do they like the direction of the character, where it's going and all that?
Yeah, well, they actually get to input. Yeah, before I started writing for season 2, I asked everyone, what their opinion on their character arc should be. So I took it into consideration, because I think that if you look forward to where your story's going and your character, you're more willing to stick with us. A project that has no money. So we try and make, it's their project too. So I like having their input whenever I have to write or fix up an episode. So they're pretty well involved.
I have a question.
Michelle, where's my role in the show, Benny Banks? Okay.
Yeah, ma. Just hit it up.
We'll speak off air, Benny. Go ahead, Gigi. I'm sorry.
Benny, there's a line, bro. Like, wait your turn. You ain't on the show.
Wait,
He
I have a
misses it.
question. So do you guys have background in production and story writing, and how did you guys come up with the idea? How did you find videographers, sets? How did all of that come to life?
So I had very minimal experience in production. The only producing experience I had before the show was co-producing a comedy variety show at the Pit with my friend Sahira. But before that, no, I had experience in the performing arts. I went to music school my whole life, and I got my minor in music as well. But no, a lot of the expertise that we brought in was from executive positions we had in other roles, in other organizations and other jobs. And then for me, after I did my first comedy show at the Pit, I was able to build a lot of connections there. And people just trusted me, and they were like, you seem like you're easy to work with. And they saw the script and they were like, we want to do it. So it was mostly through connection and people trusting that the project was going to actually be good.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I went to school for business administration. That's what you do when you don't know what the hell you want to do.
Yeah.
So that's what I did. So that kind of helped as far as leading a production. Having to do. I had background in HR, so having to deal with a group and having to that helped me. I did some action.
Our HR, so you might be able to
you know how it can get sometimes. But yeah, I didn't have a background in writing scripts or producing or anything that had to do with making a web series. I did acting a little bit.
Woke up one day and we're like, hey, I have an idea. Let's do this entire series. Like, how did that come about?
Well, I tried before. DominicanYork wasn't my first attempt, but it was the first attempt for a Latino audience. I was always catering the white audience, and it wasn't going anywhere. I lost my team twice because I didn't know what the fuck I was. I can't curse. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
You're good. You can curse.
But yeah, this was the one that stuck. I didn't know that it was going to get the response that it did, but I'm glad that my sister, I had given up, and she's like, you should try writing again, change it up, maybe focus on a different market, you know, cater to what you know. And a lot of the stuff in the show is personal experience. So I put that all in there and it just worked. I don't know.
Give us an
Wow.
example of something that's in the show that was something that
Oh,
you
this
took.
one,
Okay,
Pretty
so
much.
I have an example. So the character of Perla Maciel,
Mm.
it's not based on one specific person, but it's based on those cousins in the family that, you know, just have very interesting views about life and about the things you do and have very strong opinions that they can't back up. So we thought it would be fun to play with those difficult characters and just, you know, base some of the characters off of that.
I love that.
So,
It's kind of like in It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. The character of Frank, which is played by Danny DeVito, is based off numerous people.
yeah. So we kind
I-
of did
I think Benny has another question, and then I'll go to Rosanna. Is there another project the Ramirez sisters are going to co-produce together? Wow, he wants to know like
He was gotta hire him.
the
Like
behind the scenes stuff.
I mean, we've thought about it. We've thought about producing stuff for other people. We just have a lot on our plate now with season 2. We're still fundraising, so until we finish this season, Lord willing, everything else is on hold. But that's something that we have had conversations about because we enjoy producing. You know, we really love that part of the business, and hopefully we'll be able to do more of it.
So we got 2 surprises here. So Rosanna Maria says it reminds me of Broad City for Dominicanos.
Yeah.
What we need. And BX Craze is joining live from the Dominican Republic. He is. He's actually in the
What's
motherland.
up? Yo, live from Carrito Marchena here in Santiago.
Oh my God. So if you guys don't know, he's literally across the street from El Monumento.
Oh, en la capital está.
Okay.
No, in Santiago.
Santiago de los Caballeros. La ciudad
Ay,
corazón.
ay, ay.
What's good? Wait, I love y'all work. I just wanted to make a quick little appearance. Goodbye to Jayla for this is gonna be her last episode on the Rick Show, right? I actually, not to interrupt, but I have someone here that I want to talk to Jayla, that I want to introduce her to. Rick, can you give me the For the Love of Jayla background real quick?
Oh, he's just in time. What?
Wow.
So we're here live from Carrito Marchena restaurant in Santiago, and I got my man Chang Vasquez right here. Esta muchacha, esta niña que está aquí, Jayla, ella está buscando un macho dominicano. La ciudad corazón. Y ese Chang. Te lo quería presentar.
He's
mira,
set.
Hey, hi, Chad.
That's a whole sugar daddy right there. He's going off for you.
Y baila muchísimo. Y baila muchísimo. Chang está esperando aquí en Santiago. Ya tú sabes, Jayla, whenever you're ready, Chang's ready
That's
for
what
you.
you've been up to in DR, Craze.
He's looking for love for you.
Ella tiene que saber español también. Ya tú sabes.
Oh my
God. I love y'all.
I love you.
In about a week.
Bye, Craze. Be safe.
Peace.
Bye. Facts.
Yo, that was
Wow.
Okay. Well, Jayla, what did you think? You know, it was like 15 seconds, but
So let me give
He
just
models for you, yo.
He did. It was full body.
let me give
body.
Yesenia and Michelle a background. So when we started the segment, this was a segment we started out in February. Jayla was looking for love at the time, and we were gonna find her a guy from DR. I want a Dominican. I want a Dominican from DR.
They
I was
wanted
like,
to put me on 90 Day Fiance, y'all. Let's be real. They
It's-
wanted to put me on 90 Day
it's
Fiance.
still a
That's how this whole thing
possibility.
started.
It's still a possibility. So let's not just close that door yet. We just saw Chan. You know, we're gonna ask everybody their thoughts. So that was the first candidate that we presented her with,
Okay.
and she finally gets to see him. You know, we tried to get him on video chat. You know, in DR, they don't got no internet connection and no audio.
Es por WhatsApp. Tú tienes que tirar por WhatsApp.
And no, we couldn't put WhatsApp on the,
No,
you know, the
so
Zoom.
Craze
So,
flew all the way to DR just to, get John on the phone.
so
That's
Craze
dedication.
took our production budget for the Rick A show,
Hey, yo.
went to DR, and got us that small clip for. Let's ask Jasenia and Michelle, what did you think of the
Because-
very handsome Chan, who dances great bachata, by the way? If I could get the clip, I'll find it somewhere.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
There's a lot of pressure. There's a lot
I
of
wish we could
pressure.
show them all the candidates, though.
Wepa.
I mean,
variety that have been thrown my way.
there was Cache, the beautiful Cache, played by Ivan Manito. There was my cousin AJ. AJ went on 3 dates with Jayla. We're still trying to figure out what's going on there. Video chat
3
and everything.
dates. Hold on, I thought we only saw 2 dates.
Well, we only saw 2 dates.
We
Okay, Rebel.
We
it's
ain't hear about
okay.
this 3rd date though.
Rebel's like, whoa, I feel lied to right now.
Yo,
What's
for
up?
real. Like,
She said, wait,
So-
wait.
It's only Craze already segued us into For the Love of Jayla. It's only right I asked the Ramirez sisters first what they thought of Chan.
Se mantiene bien, he takes care of himself. He likes to eat, right? Because they're at a restaurant.
Carrito Machena. Amazing actor spot.
Sponsored by Carrito Manchena.
Right next to the Monumento.
Right, so it's a nice view. So he
Beautiful view, yes.
attention to detail.
He got money.
He knows the city. He drives.
He drives. Pasola or a car?
No, a car. Oh, wait, hold on.
Mira, si estamos en Santiago, hay que preguntar si es con una pasola o carro,
It's a
I don't
Honda.
knock either. It's a Honda what?
It's a Honda. 2006 Honda Accord, I think.
Un
This-
Accord.
2006, 2005. It's not in the 90s, so he's upgraded.
He's okay. He's not a box. All right. I mean, just saying how you wanna.
Jasenia,
Your turn.
there's just so many thoughts
Anytime
going on
now,
through her
anytime.
mind right now.
I mean, he seems like a cultured man, right?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
So I think that's all I have inside me to contribute to this conversation.
I'm just so happy. It only took whatever amount of money that Craze just spent to go to DR. To get those 5 seconds of Chan. What a season finale for season 8 to have Chan on.
Good quality.
I loved it. I
Video.
enjoyed every second of
And
it.
he gave us a full body view of
He did.
Right.
We did.
Flex.
The
Thank
only,
you,
the only
Jayla.
person I didn't get to have the pleasure of meeting was Tio Umberto
Tio Umberto. So
and
let me
George,
see. If,
because I still don't know who George is. I just know there's a George.
I have no clue who George is. I'm sorry.
Hay mucho Jorge por ahí.
Yeah, but Tio Umberto is a man from DR. Let me see if we have Tio Umberto somewhere.
I'm scared.
Oh, you should be. Tio Umberto's very impactful.
So while I look for Tio Umberto, Jazz, what did you think? Ellie Jazz.
I honestly thought he looked like he was just bold and fun. I'm like, ooh, you can have like the whole, he's like, yo, you gonna like this. Like that. I like that boldness. You feel me? He was like, what's up? What? Like, I don't know. I think you would have fun on a date with him. Even if it doesn't go nowhere, you'll have fun. I know you're gonna have fun. Like, you feel me? Like, and that's what you need. You need to have fun. Like, so, and he wasn't shy also. I like that.
That's what we've been trying to tell her, but she doesn't listen.
I second all of that.
Rebel,
This one seems good.
Rebel's mad that she ain't know you and AJ went on the 3rd date.
yeah, I'm still questioning that 3rd date. I mean, I thought we
Hold
just
on.
said no to
Forget
that.
Chavo, whatever. She's still stuck on that.
Rebel, this is your space to comment on your thoughts.
Please, Rebel.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, he looked like he could take care of you type, I think you could really have fun with him in the bedroom. I mean, he's older. He probably got mad skills under his belt. Just,
whoa.
At the end of the day though, he's Dominican.
Craze
He's
has attested to
Dominican,
this.
so please just,
Be safe.
observe. Yeah, like red flag alert. Just
Red flag.
Yo.
And finally,
I love
think
my
Rebel
culture,
still
but
like AJ.
I mean,
Gigi.
I love my culture, but I also know the men in my culture. So
Damn.
Oh, I do too.
Damn.
said it.
I'll rebuttal
It's the
for us.
masochist in me that just loves Dominican men. I can't help it.
Gigi, what do you think? What do you
I feel
think?
you,
I'll
girl.
pray for you. I'll pray for you.
yo, he practices self-care though for an older man. So
Yeah.
kudos to that. Like he was looking great. He's probably like 50 something and he looks like he's 30.
That's true.
Pushing it, but you know.
No, he's in his mid 40s, I think Craze said.
Oh.
No
sorry to
way.
Great. That's too old.
I mean, okay.
Too old?
Gigi, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I honestly agree with everything Ellie said. I think he looks like he'll be a good time and a fun time on a date. Even if it doesn't go anywhere, I still think she'll enjoy.
Nice bachata. I mean, at least he can
Bailando un
bachata.
Romeo, una aventura, you know, drinking a little cervecita. I think they'll have mad fun eating some pica pollo.
Hell yeah.
I just think it'll be mad fun.
JN says, Jayla, you got a car and he could dance.
That's all you need. That's all.
Right? Mid-50s, I'm telling you, yo. It's because black don't crack. That's why.
We went from 30 all the way to.
Well, I would help be friends. I think that would be cool.
We could be dance partners, bro.
So, in an
These
exclusive,
guys nowadays don't like to dance, and I love me a nice bachata. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? So if we should be dance partners. We could
I found the photo. I found the photo just for the Ramirez sisters. I would love to know what their thoughts are.
Auntie Humberto.
Tío Humberto and AJ. George, we still don't know who he is. So
Nah, Tío Humberto took that for the win. He took it for the win.
Wow.
They're
No
completely.
respetan.
I'm gonna leave it there for 5 more seconds and then
Oh,
I'll let you guys.
no respetan. Dios mío.
Okay, so I want let me get Jasenia's thoughts first.
I'm definitely Team AJ on this one.
Oh
Team
boy.
AJ.
AJ, wow.
So does anybody want to update the sisters on AJ? Rebel, I think you should have
Wait. I'll let Rebel
Wait,
give him
but-
one.
But I was gonna say AJ, but now like I don't know like what's happening with AJ.
What is the
So we're
team?
gonna update you.
Humberto looks a little bit seasoned for this.
Just a little.
Rebel, take
Rebel, AJ.
I would have to go for AJ because Tío Humberto looks like the Dominican Hitler. Like, did you see his mustache? It's like completely missing from each side.
Rebel, you're a bully. You're mean.
I'm not a bully. I'm being honest. It's
So
different.
You're a bully, Rebel.
When
Ellie,
I turn, okay, I know last week I was talking mad-ish, okay, about AJ, but out of all of those, I'm gonna pick AJ.
by the way,
You didn't put Caché up there.
we're still wondering if Ellie and AJ, who brought it up? Gigi brought it up. Was it Gigi or Rebel?
We all did.
I don't know.
You started it, though.
I started it and Rebel agreed. So
Wait, am I really a bully though? I mean, I thought I was just being honest here.
hi, Rebel. We're just
Listen, I am big on self-awareness. I'm not trying to be a bully.
She's like, I want no smoke.
It's just
No.
your Aries side. Don't worry.
Exactly. Thank you,
That's true.
Jayla. I love you. That's why I love you.
So I'm not gonna bother to look for a picture of Caché. I mean, I could, but it's gonna take a while. We got the
we just
Ramirez.
saw it live.
We got
even
the
know
Ramirez
what to
sisters
do.
here. We're doing For the Love of Jayla for the first time. So why don't we do our first? Well, let me shift some people around. So Ellie goes down here. We'll put
Here's the
Michelle there.
story
There we go.
of a lovely no. I'm just-
So this is officially For the Love of Jayla. And they're going to run their first segment right now.
Yay!
So Gigi and Jayla, take it away.
All right, guys. So as you know, For the Love of Jayla, my awesome co-host and one of the top 5 cooks you guys will ever meet, she is on the hunt for finding love. We want a good man for her, has a job, no baby mama drama. You know, she wants a Dominican, guys. So what can we do?
I'm open though. I'm open.
What can we do? She prefers the Latino, you know.
I need somebody who's gonna understand when I'm yelling at him in Spanish. Doesn't
So-
make sense to yell for no reason.
And in the midst of finding her love, the podcast is overall, all things love. So we're going to be talking relationships, food, friendships, family, sex, travels, career,
friendships,
everything, all things love. And we want to start off every episode with the peak and the pit of our week.
And we're calling it El Chequeo.
El Chequeo. So, we checking in with everybody, letting everybody express how their week went, the highs, the lows, all of that. So let's kick it off. Jayla, your high and your low.
Well, I guess my high of the week was actually being able to spend the weekend with my daughter at Universal Studios this past weekend. And it was the first time I actually went on a trip with just me, my mother, and my daughter. So 3 generations together in one, being able to have that moment to ourselves, no men, just really us, and kind of bond and have our own thing. It was really nice. It was great to go through that experience and have an actual bonding moment, especially me and my mom don't always kind of meet eye to eye, and we're very, very different. She's very.
I'm sorry to interrupt, Jayla. It says you need a non-pretty boy. I don't know what that means. With a pension, 401k, and a credit score of 800.
Well, if you have any candidates, let me know.
Send them away.
I'm evaluating customers right now.
So El Chequeo, I think you're giving up. I'm sorry. Go ahead. You were continuing. You were talking about highs and
So
lows.
that was like one of the peaks of my week. Obviously, even prepping and doing stuff for the show.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess the pit of my week, in all honesty, is that technically it's my last show with the Rick H show in technical terms.
Yes. Allegedly, you're leaving. Oh shit! Breaking news: Jayla's leaving the Rick H show. Wow, I didn't.
Allegedly.
Jayla's part of Uptown Live, and we're a collective of artists, and we will still be doing work together. So you will see me on Jayla Show. You will see Craze on Jayla Show. Maybe Ellie, but you gotta ask me first. No.
Excuse me, HR, can you handle him?
I got you.
Maybe Rebel.
The meeting will be held after the podcast is over.
Maybe Rebel, but you gotta ask me again. And maybe you gotta ask me again.
That's how we doing it?
No, so Jayla is leaving the show, but let's ask El Chequeo with Michelle. Michelle, give us your. Go ahead, Gigi. Do the segment.
Peak and pit, girl. Peak and pit of your week, your day. Tell us how you're feeling.
I guess the peak of my week was we shot this weekend, so that was fun. The pit. My kids are home from school now, so you go from like a full-time mom to an on-call 24/7. So that's kind of a low. Yeah.
How can we suggest men for Jayla?
How can we
on our Instagram? Send them through our IG.
No.
Here to Rick.
No, let's stream this service. So for the love of Jayla IG page, you could DM that page for the love of Jayla. Do not DM Jayla or Gigi; they will not respond to you.
For the page.
For the love of Jayla page.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Michelle. That was so wrong.
I was just like,
Yo, Rick.
So many levels.
You know what it is though? Rick don't be understanding. He's in that butterfly stage. His baby just turned
My
1.
son just turned 1.
First time daddy mode. It's all beautiful now.
We have a teenager here. He's 14, and I have a 9-year-old. So
you already know, yeah.
I'm way beyond that honeymoon stage, and it's all I do now. Like you tell them to brush their teeth, and it's like you ruin their whole damn day. So
no, I get it.
No, you don't.
Real life. Listen,
No, you don't.
I'm gonna tell you guys right now. Real life hits when you have a child. Not when you're married. Not when you're engaged. Not when you any of that bullshit. Not when you move in with someone. When you have children, you'll see.
Facts. All right, I want to ask Rebel.
Wait. Oh, Jasenia.
Yeah, I was about to say, how about Jasenia? Like, she's the guy.
We're throwing it all over, so.
Yeah, it's cool.
Rick, this isn't your segment.
Rebel's gonna be like,
They get first dibs, though.
Stop mansplaining the order. I guess the highlight I would have to co-sign with my sister was getting together with everybody and shooting this weekend. And I would say the pebble in my shoe is this Kickstarter. You know, we just want to make sure that people are sharing, people are spreading the word, so that we can get funded for another season. So that's what's kind of stressing me out.
Yes,
So-
I have a question for you.
Wait,
up?
wait. I just have an announcement to make.
Rick,
Ay,
So
Dios.
yo, Rick.
You're fired!
Rick.
I know this is for the love
Yo,
of
where's
Jayla.
Ellie?
Oh, she's back. I know it's for the.
I said hi.
Yo,
My connection is whack today. I'm so sorry.
We're HR, kid.
Rick.
I know it's for the love of Jayla right now, but I'm just gonna inform the Ramirez sisters that anybody that's involved with Uptown Life will be reposting the Kickstarter.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Oh, thank you.
Can't make an announcement? Jesus Christ!
No, you
And
couldn't
that
have waited until the
it
end
includes-
of the show and been like, "Thank you for coming. We're all gonna know."
Like, yo,
It includes all the 4 women that are here
Now I forgot my question.
and everybody else.
Hold up, Rick.
Go ahead.
Anyways, I have a quick question before Rick comes with more announcements and interruptions. Danielle,
Rick gets
what do you
rude to
split
us.
your hair with? 'Cause whatever it is, I need that in my life.
Oh, so I use a combination of things. I use Carol's Daughter, the cream, and then
Uh-huh.
over the cream, I put Botanica gel.
Oh, okay.
Hey.
Love to see it, girl.
Botanica, that's
Cream before the gel, so my hair doesn't
Yes,
burn.
lay, girl. Yes.
Thank you.
I love it.
so now that we did that beautiful segment,
We're not done, Rick.
oh, we're not done.
No.
We're fired again.
I want to hear about Rebels. I want to
Word.
hear about Ellie's. I want to hear about yours.
It's Edcha Gayle, like,
Wait,
Okay,
did
so go
Yesenia
ahead.
even go?
Yes,
Yeah.
she did.
Yeah.
She did? Okay, sorry. This Rick is.
She said she didn't have no. She didn't have no pits. She just had all
you
peaks.
let her talk. Dang.
Wait, so what's the peak and what's the pit again?
Yeah,
I'm
what's
just
your
doing
high,
what-
what's the low?
So my high was actually recording with Rick this week,
Oh.
and
Did he let
honestly,
you
just
talk?
like what?
Did he let you talk?
A little bit. I mean,
Did he pay you to say that right now? He's never
I mean,
like, yo,
he definitely let me talk.
Blink twice.
It was an interview, so you know it is what it is. But yeah, and then obviously with working with my crew, I love when we got united. It's like exciting. It's fun.
Aw.
The pit
Yeah, what
was
was
the Chinese food forgetting my fucking soda, and they didn't refund me $1.
No.
They sold a whole $1. Like they didn't even give it back. So
They forgot your what?
my Coke.
soda.
Or soda. That hurts, bro. When they forget
Oh,
I just need to know-
Was it grape
It doesn't
soda?
hit
What
right
soda was
without
it?
that soda.
It was a
Is it
Coke,
grape
and I don't even drink soda often, so I was like really looking forward to it.
Oh, Rebel.
I know.
Aw.
It was
All
horrible.
right, Ellie, you next, girl.
Oh, it's my turn. Okay, my high was spending time with my family and my loved ones for my birthday, and thank you so much, guys, for shouting me out. That means a lot to me. I'm a mush because I'm a Cancer. You already know, but yo, you already know that every time that you have a birthday, you have your past come creep in. So I had a couple exes hit me up, and I was just like, you know what? I'm not even gonna fucking bother. That's exactly what happened.
Button for me.
Exactly.
I would have been
I was
flattered.
like,
Wait.
I was flattered to an extent,
Wait,
but I was
wait.
like, I know that I'm 30, but I know that I had a glow up, so this is why you here. So I'm like, yo,
And you
I'm
was
like,
looking
why you
so
here?
fly with that white dress, bro.
Oh
Like,
my god,
I
yo,
love it.
I didn't even go and shop for that recently. It was in my closet already. I was like, thank God I don't have to go out and shop because I was being lazy and all that. So I was like, okay,
Ellie,
thank you.
Ellie,
Yes.
who are these exes?
I'm not telling you. They're
Shout
if you
'em
wanna
out,
be
shout 'em out.
If you want to be technical, they're in the business. They do okay. One of them does.
Oh no,
both of them do
no,
music.
no.
Yeah. So we are doing that, So it's
See,
spicy.
okay, cut it off.
She said bad
Listen.
vibes.
We're not gonna do that today.
Exactly.
Background tugging on Rick's leg, talking about
No.
tell her cut it.
Me, Dad.
Damn.
Don't
Sorry.
do
All right, Rick. So let's hear about your pit.
Yeah.
I didn't have no pits. I never have pits.
Oh,
Sorry.
Creating
Womp
the
womp.
I had-
logo.
Creating
Hold on.
our logo. Finishing up for the Love of Jayla logo.
For the Love of Jayla logo was
And the color gray.
my
Oh my god, that was so funny.
my pick for the entire year. And I would have to say I have two peaks. First of all, it was my son's first birthday. It was like, and it was my first Father's Day. So it's like my birthday, Father's Day, and my son's birthday. The second peak was I got to have lunch with Rachel La Loca, and we had a very good conversation. They were the podcast that started this Latino podcasting trend. If they didn't start it, they were the ones that put it on the map for sure. And I was able to have lunch with Rachel, and it was like a very good lunch. I'm just gonna say that. So,
That's awesome.
I love
but I
that.
didn't really, honestly, even creating the logo. I love this team. I love this collective that we have together. Craze in the R, and he was like, "I need to pop in at least." He called me, and I was like, "Why you want to?" He's like, "I need to say bye to Jayla first of all, and second of all, I got something I'm working on." And I was like, "Well, what's that?" He didn't want to tell me, so I didn't know which one was coming up. So I'm working on the Rick A Show. I'm working on For the Love of Jayla. I'm working on Chatting with Jazz. I'm working on Rebel's secret project with Craze Boogie, and then Rebel's actual project. So for me, this is a peak. And I love my team, you know.
And we appreciate you so much.
And you're a judge
We
now,
love
bro.
you too.
No. We can't say that, but yeah,
Oh, we can't
Rebel
say
said
that?
it. We can't say that. We can say that.
Yo, I always get in trouble for talking.
We didn't
So-
hear that. No, I didn't.
Yeah, you know,
What?
we're nominated for 6 LPAs. Yeah,
Woo.
they want us to keep it
there's
private.
No show.
Es que yo siempre meto la pata, my nigga. Am I just
Yeah.
it is what it is. You know what I mean?
See what happened
cannot.
was.
Okay.
So yeah,
Mm-mm.
that was a good segment. I can't wait to see it on For the Love of Jada.
Thank you. July 6th, 7 p.m.
7 p.m.
It's gonna be fantastic.
Thank
Oh.
you.
We're excited.
July 6th. There's an announcement you guys want to make right now?
Yeah, you want to do the first?
Hold
our
on.
first-
Let me put you on there.
There is an announcement we want to make.
So
Yeah.
give me the name of the episode and who's gonna be on your show. Oh wait, before you do that, okay, I do have it queued up. Go ahead.
You got it queued up? All right. So we thought long and hard and we went back and forth for a minute. And we couldn't have thought of a better person to be our first guest.
Yes.
Obviously, Craze and Rick are going to be there as well to join us on the launch of the show.
No, I'm not. Just kidding.
Bye,
Bye, Rick.
bye.
Bye, Rick.
Anyways, but so the name of the episode
Is my first, because, you know, it's the first episode, our first podcast together, our first venture together. And our guest is somebody that you know, you love her. You
She's
love
hilarious.
Yeah, you've seen her. You definitely probably follow her on Instagram. And it is Rick.
Melanie.
It's gonna be fly.
We're super
I
excited.
can't wait to
I'm
watch.
definitely tuning in.
I'm gonna be all up in the comments.
Besides,
So-
she has no filter. Jayla has no filter. I definitely have a filter. So I'm a little nervous to be, you know, with these two, but I'm super excited.
No, don't be nervous. She's
I'll
good.
get a little
She's good. She's a great
No, I
person.
know. But I'm
Um,
nervous. I'm excited. I'm happy. I'm like,
No question.
And the good part is we've had her on the Rick H show. So
No
we-
questions are off limits.
And she's been a part of the Rick H show, so she was part of the process. She was the first one to get to meet Tio Umberto, so she knows kind of what's going on in the mix.
she gonna be like, Jayla, you still haven't found the man?
Right.
Melanie had the time of her life in that segment. She
She
just
told me she has some uncles for me and some.
yes. Tio Leo.
Oh,
Tio Leo is still in the mix.
Tio Leo.
So we ran the first For the Love of Jay. I think it was with Melanie, the first For the Love of Jayla segment.
I think it was too.
It was with Melanie, yeah, and she
no,
threw in-
it was like the second one because that was
Well-
when we did Tio Umberto because the first one was Chan.
Yeah, so nothing's off limits with her. She's really funny, and
I'm
I
so
cannot
excited. I can't wait to hear this.
for that. So Melanie is the guest,
First guest.
So now we're gonna transition into the Rick A show one more time. Welcome back. It says for the love of Jada there. Well,
Yeah.
whatever. Who cares? Who cares? Let's
Oh,
just
well.
leave this up.
Oh,
So this segment is called "What Do the Cards Say?"
oh no.
What do the cards say?
by
So
Ellie
Revista de
Taz.
Uptown Live.
let me just tell you, I love tarot. I love oracle decks, and I feel like we have a high calling, and we have messages from the divine. So while you guys were talking, I was doing what I had to do, and I got these beautiful cards for you guys. I am pulling from the oracle of the fairies. For some reason, I felt like they had a message for you today. I literally have a bookcase, not full of books, but full of these guys. So I'm also pulling from the Super Attractor deck. Super positive. I feel like this is gonna be so awesome. So let me know
Who
if
do you
this
want to do
resonates.
first? Ellie,
I'm
who do you
actually
want to do
doing them
first?
both. I'm
At
actually
the
doing
same
them
time.
both as a collective. Yeah. So
Okay.
I was basically saying like, okay, what are the messages for the Ramirez sisters? And let's see what's up. Let me see if it resonates. So the first card that popped up was when I'm connected to spirit, I feel a sense of certainty, magnitude, and ease, and I've never known before. So if you ever have been questioning yourself, just know that you are a magnet and you're basically calling in whatever that you need. If you needed that type of, kind of, yeah, honestly, like, sometimes we question ourselves and we're not supposed to be doing that because you know your powers, girls. Like, you know what's up. All right. And then the next one that I got from that, and it correlates with the other card. When I surrender my will to the care of spirit, and the universe, I attune my energy with an ever-present stream of well-being. So the thing is that I want you girls to know, this is just me channeling right now. I feel like you girls know exactly what you need and exactly the type of energy that you need to be around. So don't question that ever. You have discernment and you are going to be able to pick who you need around you. Because of course, when you're working in this type of business, you're going to have people around you that are not going to resonate with you and are going to give you advice. But is it the best advice for you? It may not be, but you know what's up. So I got 3 cards from the fairies, girls. They talking to you right now. Let me just say that. I was like, okay, like this is some beautiful feminine energy that I'm feeling right now. Okay. So we got stargazing first. Let me just show y'all that card. This is you dreaming. This is you manifesting your dreams. It's gorgeous. And what it says is when you gaze at the stars, you give yourself very focus. Your intuition will flow more freely and reveal what you need to know about your situation. So for some reason, I'm just letting y'all know that you girls, like when you dream, your dreams, your actual dreams, you're getting messages. So just make sure that if you are dreaming, make sure that you're writing them down on like a piece of paper or in a journal because you have messages in there. I don't know why I feel that way. Also, I'm not sure if you girls are like into music or you do music, but the music card came up. So I don't know if you guys
That's for
should.
Jasenia.
That's just yeah.
You see what I'm talking about? So this is why I really feel like you need to incorporate this into your craft. Whatever you're doing, incorporate music. What it
You
says
know
here.
what's funny about this card?
Yeah, tell me.
I haven't sang in a long time, and today I just woke up in the mood, and I've been singing all day in my house. So it's really crazy
Girl,
that you card because that's what I was doing before I came on this show.
No mistakes. I love it. You see, they want me to let you know that you continue your calling is including music. Do not let music go because it's part of your calling. So include that into whatever you're doing. Let's say you can do a theme song with anything that you're doing. You can include it. You can make a song. You could do a poem. You could do anything. So just make sure that you're including music into your craft with whatever you're doing. So, and the last one, which I thought was so freaking beautiful because this is what I feel for you girls. You guys are paving a way for other female creatives and Latino creatives, and it represents new beginnings. And I thought that was so beautiful. What it says is this fairy godmother heralds the joyous news of a new baby. Not saying that you're gonna get pregnant, but just saying, or the birth of a cherished idea.
Like, don't tell me that. Don't.
I have those problems.
No
Right?
me
I'm
sale,
like,
no
not
me
the
sale.
baby. Yeah, exactly. I'm like the creativity that you're basically, coming up with right now, that is your new baby. You need to protect and nurture your ideas as you would a baby. So anything new that you're working on, you got to just protect it. If you are around people that are kind of like those Debbie Downers, don't tell them your ideas, just come out with it. You don't need to, you don't need clarification from anybody else. Y'all know what you're doing. and you're doing it beautifully. So keep doing what you're doing and have that confidence and just keep flourishing, baby, because y'all got it. Y'all got it.
Thank you.
So yeah,
that was
that's
beautiful today. Thank you.
Oh, I needed that today. That was
Just,
awesome.
Oh my God, I love you
Tanya,
guys.
what did you think about that? You know,
I
this
mean,
is a
I believe in divine intervention, and I do think that reading was extremely on brand with everything, with all the conversations I've been having with my sister, and different things we've been experiencing throughout this process. So I thought the reading was great. I don't know what I was expecting, but it was definitely better than anything I could have.
Oh,
So thank you so much for
Thank
giving us
you.
your
I'm so happy.
energy and reading
Michelle.
for us.
Of course. Thank you for sharing that with me.
That was beautiful, and the cars are beautiful. I enjoyed that too. But
Thank you. Thank you. I love them.
I needed that message today. I when you're new to this and you don't have a background, you feel that the imposter syndrome is big and is present.
Yes.
And you tore that wall down a little bit for me just now. So thank you.
Oh my God, you're welcome. And I love the fact that you talked about imposter syndrome, because it's so easy for us to fall into that. That's something that, we need to take into account because of the fact that we know who we are, but sometimes we need the right people around us to remind us who we are, so that's why our environment is so important. So I'm just so proud of you girls, and you guys have a lot more in store. So just keep inspiring us, because you know that you are inspiring people that you don't even know you're inspiring. So just keep the faith,
I'm about to binge on that whole series tonight.
Yes.
For real. Like, I'm excited to watch.
It is so good.
Thank you. Thank
So
you.
good.
I
got to see it. I actually got to see it at the premiere when you guys when it first came out in Queens. I was there.
Wow.
Yeah, I was actually there because I'm friends with Mark, but I was actually there for Sasha.
Oh, nice.
Oh, okay.
I'm really close with her brother Victor, so I was there with the family.
Oh, okay.
So it was really cool to see the process.
So you weren't there for Mark?
Working on and everything you guys have going on,
Hold on.
it's really dope. So congratulations, and I know it's just gonna be the beginning of an
You
amazing.
ain't just gonna skip through my question right
Here
now.
goes Rick.
Oh my God. Here goes Rick being
Do I have to text Mark right now?
Text Mark. What do you got to text Mark for?
Rick always instigating.
Para que te dé una pela.
So last but not least on this show, we have Sin's perspective. This young lady is going to give you a little bit of perspective. Just know that, Michelle, you're not an imposter, first of all. Second of all, you wrote an entire series, and this is where you belong. Thank you to Jasenia for telling you, to just mix it up, continue writing. And Jasenia, continue doing music, by the way. Take your own advice. So, Sin's perspective, let me get out of the screen. Here you go.
Hola.
Hey.
Hello.
Why did you write your I'm just curious. Like, who were you talking to there?
Who?
Put us nowhere.
What?
Nah, nothing. So we on? We good? All right. So today I actually want to talk about, which actually could apply to you, Michelle, talking about transitioning from a fixed mindset into a growth mindset. So a fixed mindset is when you stay and you dabble in the things that you are familiar with and you only hang out with the people that you're familiar with. A growth mindset is when you step outside of your box and you go into the unknown, into things that you don't know. And you kind of just expand your skills, right? And I wanted to talk about O as an example, because if you guys know O, he's an atheist. And if you know me, I'm like, I breathe, I sleep, I eat, and I wake, and all God. Like, I love God, and I know that she's real, and she works overtime for me. If I would have met O back in March, I would have probably never really talked to O, because I was fixed on only hanging out.
Another person I'm calling.
I was fixed with only hanging out with people that were spiritual and had my own beliefs, right? But when I first met O, this last couple weeks, we clicked right away. He's one of the first people that I clicked with. and he's taught me how to really cement just embracing my shadow. Like I was already embracing it before I met him, but really just own my dark side and just be okay with that, right? Not to mention talking to him, we talk like almost every day. He's really given me the resources to start my own brand. To start my own brand. So if I would have never like dealt with I would have never been able to open all these doors to starting my own fashion, you know? And so yeah, just embrace a growth mindset. Hang out with people that are your complete opposite. Go into projects that you have no skills in. Be that fool, you know, be optimistic, be new to something. It will open the doors to unlimited possibilities. So Michelle, embrace that growth, baby. Fuck administration. Production is where it is for you.
Let's go. Let's get it.
Thank you.
I love that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yay.
Wow. I feel like I shouldn't even be on my own show anymore.
For real, Greg.
Don't worry, you have me with HR after the show.
No, wait. Can I just say, because actually I didn't even get to say my peak and my pick because somebody, Rick.
I'm sorry.
But no, Sin, I really love that you said that because actually this weekend I attended a workshop that was something like completely out of my comfort zone and out of like what I know and what I'm used to. And I tend to be very ignorant. So when I'm uneducated in an area, like sometimes I just don't even bother learning about it or, you know, investing the time to get to know what it is and how it can be beneficial to me and, you know, etc. I'm just like, oh, whatever, that's too hard or that's going to take too much time. And this weekend I dedicated myself and I invested, you know, in myself like I've never done before. So I definitely agree. You know, sometimes you got to take that extra step and just have the faith and have the discipline that it's going to be worth it and it's going to work out. Obviously, you got to put in the work and you got to trust yourself and have faith that it is going to work out. But I definitely, you know, love that you shared that message because it is true. Sometimes we get so caught up in our own heads and we become so ignorant that we don't expand our minds and we miss out on amazing people and amazing opportunities. So, so Sin, your message and my workshops were the peak of my week.
Oh, thank you.
I love you, Gigi. That's why you're
And then
in
the pit was all this rain in Florida, bro. Un aguacero, like you can't even drive.
Who told you to move to Florida?
I don't know, but I'm gonna have to move to Canada or some shit. Like,
Does it always rain in Florida?
I don't know where I'm about to go.
Florida to Canada.
When I lived in Orlando, it like always rained, like every day, even if it was only for like 2 seconds, but it rained.
Bro, it's like pouring heavy on one side, and then you drive 5 minutes and it's clear, and you're like, okay, I'm good, and then it'll start raining. Like it's just.
I just remembered why I'm on this show.
What? To run the little letters on the bottom.
No.
Wow.
To make sure that to make sure things like this don't happen. So before we go, Dominican York, the series, we could catch it on YouTube. That is correct, right? Correct. Yes. The first season. The second season, there is a Kickstarter for it. It's going to be a lot of words on the bottom of the screen. Like I said, everybody from Uptown Live, including Uptown Live, will share the Kickstarter link. So you'll just have to either swipe up if you're like Jayla and Ellie, who have like 1,000 gazillion followers.
I got you, girls. I love it. I love everything that you're doing.
So
what I did want to ask though, what have you girls what have you girls found out that you admire about each other? Just to close it off, because I thought that was beautiful. I love you, girls.
That's a good question.
That's a good question. It is. What do you girls have? What have you learned to admire about each other?
That's why she's my new co-host.
I can say that I've just learned to admire my sister's creativity. Like I knew she was a great writer, but just watching her work come to life, and just like sometimes I'm a pain in the ass where I'm just like, this is not working. Let's shift it. We gotta add this to the storyline, and we'll be working for like 9 hours straight fixing the script. And the ideas she comes up with, they're just great. So I appreciate her art so much. She's so talented. And she's funny. I
love that.
That's adorable. That's super cute.
Thank you.
I love that.
Can I be your sister?
What?
Can I be your sister?
The more the merrier. What I admire about my sister is her tenacity. Like, she's just resilient. She's the one that puts out all the fires in this production. But like, I'm the one that's like, oh my god, it's going, get so messed up. And she's like, I got it. Give me 2 seconds. And she's like, in and out. I don't know what she does. She's like, okay, we're good. Go. I'm like, I knew she was OCD about a lot of crap, but when I on set, I let her work, and I'm always in awe of how she's able to just put out fires, and she's like, doesn't even sweat. She's like, all right, we're good to go. Go. You know, do you?
I love that.
Can I ask
Y'all
a
are
question?
amazing.
Can I ask a question?
No.
I didn't even ask no questions, Rick. You asked most of the questions.
Hold on 1 second. So Benny wants to know: is there a Ramirez brother?
Yeah, we have a little brother. He's 23.
If not, what's up?
Yes, we do have a brother, Joel. Our brother's actually an artist too. He does graphic design. He creates video games. He's still like an amateur, but he went to school for it. And he does art commissions. So he's another artist in the family.
So
Nice.
Rebel, you have a question? I'm
Amazing.
sorry.
What are your zodiac signs? Just out of curiosity.
Ooh.
Aries, Gemini.
Oh my God, you're an Aries! I love you. So we got 3 Aries: Jayla, Jasenia, and me.
I'm a Virgo.
I love Virgos too.
Oh, I like
Crazy
Virgos, I
Virgo
love them.
too.
Yeah, crazy Virgo.
So
They know how to keep the home very nice and neat, and the fridge filled up. They're
sounds
very
like you have
OCD.
They have to
nothing.
be structured. They have to be very structured for us.
Yes.
Sounds like you have nothing nice to say about Virgos. They keep the fridge full.
I love Virgos. What are you talking? If I could marry someone, I'd be a Virgo.
I love Virgos too. Virgos are super selfless.
My first girlfriend was a
That
Virgo.
is true. My sister
And she
is
cooked for
very
me.
selfless. I have to like shake her down sometimes so she can
Yep.
prioritize herself. Like,
And the
Dominican
Aries in
York.
you is like, put yourself first.
Here we go. Here we go.
Well, Aries work well under pressure, so
Yeah, exactly.
Aries gang.
yep.
So Dominican York, it's on YouTube. I'm gonna quiz Rebel in 2 days, see if she really binged on it.
I promise you I will.
Oh no.
Yo, Rick wants the smoke today.
The Kickstarter is available now. Please go to the page, which is down at the bottom. It'll be on everybody's IGs. For me, it'll be link in the bio. For the super celebrity superstars of our team, Ellie, Jazz, and Jada, it will be a swipe up.
Hey, Ellie's got a blue check. I don't got no blue check,
Wow.
That check don't mean nothing. Let me tell y'all something.
Wow.
Ellie's still the tea.
So before we wrap this up, I just want to say on behalf of myself, Craze, Benny, Justin, Clarence, thank you to Jayla. It was an amazing 40-something episodes with you, and you took
Got the tissues, Rick.
you took the seat and you made it your own. You really put input into the show. There's guests. I'm the one that does the booking, but I gave Jayla the leeway to book guests as well. The Land Podcast Award we won and the 6 nominations we got, you were a piece of that. So don't forget that. Me and Craze are super excited for your show next week. Can't wait to see you do your own thing. And Gigi, we entrust you with her. If you fuck this up, Gigi, just know we can find another. No, I'm just playing. Super excited about next week. We launch our podcast network. We launch our website. We launch your show, season 9 premiere. We launch Ellie's show. We launch Rebel show. So it's a big week for us, and you guys are going to kick it off at 7 p.m. on Tuesday. So just thank you. I wanted to say thank you. You came on the show. You made the seat your own, and I was worried about chemistry because my brother's been there my whole life. Craze Crazy's son has my name. He's my best friend. We've been best friends for over 30 years. So to add someone new, it was very hard and big shoes to fill. So, Ellie, I hope you could fill those shoes.
I mean, I'm a size 7, so
She's like she's like 5 inches shorter than Jayla.
yes, for real. I'm only 5'1". I'll try.
So thank you. Good luck. I know you guys are gonna kill it. You wrote the first 4 episodes. I saw the first 2. You guys are gonna kill it. So don't be nervous. Just be yourselves.
Thank you, Rick. I really appreciate you and the team.
Honestly.
And everything.
And I'll be in the back screen. So if you start talking too much, Gigi, I'm gonna cut you off.
Just had to tell Rebel how I felt.
Michelle, thank you.
Oh, thank you for having me.
I admire you and Jasenia's work. I had Steve on. I had Brenda on. I had somebody else on. I had Mark on.
Mark, yeah.
Well, it was only right I had you guys. Jasenia came to a taping of one of the shows, and I told her we were doing an episode.
Monkey Room.
Yeah, I went for Steve's show.
So we'll do when season 2 comes out, or when this Kickstarter works, because it will work, and season 2 comes out, we'll do something with the entire cast.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for being on the show. Thank you for supporting us.
Always.
And if you guys ever need any background actors, I know
with no lines.
willing.
Listen, we'll take you up on that offer. So
yes,
what you wish for?
Listen,
with no lines.
Same here though. Rebel, if you guys need any LGBTQ people,
yes,
that's what works. So we'll definitely take you guys up on that because we
have all their IG handles now.
Season 9 of the Rick A Show premieres next week at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. But wait, I posted it on my page.
Rick, delete this.
Wait, let me see.
Just talk about the IG live.
Oh yes, I did. It was cool.
You're a mess.
See, Jayla's first, For the Love of Jayla. You see, got me messing up. I can't even read my cues now. For the Love of Jayla premieres Tuesday, July 6th at 7 p.m., 4 p.m. Pacific. Dominican York series you could catch right now on YouTube. There is a Kickstarter event. Just swipe up on Ellie's page, swipe up on Jayla's page. I think swipe up on the Rick A Show. Yeah, we have the swipe up. And link in the bio for everybody else on the team.
Yo, don't be laughing at us, right? We don't have. No, but he said that with everyone else.
I don't got a lot of followers either, so
I don't got a swipe up. I don't have a swipe up. I don't. The show.
You did have a swipe up.
The show has a swipe up.
Okay. We don't have swipe up.
The show has a swipe up. I don't have a swipe up.
Yeah, I don't have a swipe up. And then
The point is, we're gonna be promoting it everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
So, see you all next Tuesday. Thank you for being on the show.
Thank you, lady.
Continue to do your good work. We'll see you all next week. Bye.
Bye.